tries to roar back the nail right hand.
He followed with the overhand right. You see that?
Pacquiao missed the right hand.
He knew he was coming.
He was fast. His left hand was fast. His right hand was fast. And he was throwing them both fast and strong.
On November 20, 2010 in Atlantic City.
Some legends lose once. Manny Pacquiao lost in 4 different ways.
And Marquez has been able to put Manny Pacquiao down, and he did it with his signature right hand over the...
You're in the knockout realm. Let's step into the ring. This time, we walk straight into 4 nights that broke an icon. The robbery, the nightmare punch, the super fight that came too late, and the quiet fade out that told him it was over. But before we dive in, hit like. Drop your pick for Pacquiao's true worst night in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss the next war in the realm.
Manny Pacquiao. I'm gonna tell you what makes Manny Pacquiao very, very, very special. Manny Pacquiao punches from the weirdest angle.
June 9th, 2012. Manny Pacquiao walks into the MGM Grand as the guy. 8-division world champion, pound for pound star. An unbeaten Timothy Bradley is supposed to be the tough underdog, not the man who breaks the script. Bell rings, and it looks familiar. Pacquiao marches forward, snapping that straight left, backing Bradley up into the ropes. Bradley's jabbing, moving, trying to circle out, but the heavier shots, the louder reactions, all run one way. Watch this sequence. Pacquiao steps slightly outside Bradley's lead foot, fires the left hand straight down the pipe, and finishes with a right hook. That's southpaw textbook. Bradley feels every one of those, even when he smiles. As the rounds stack up, Bradley's face tells a different story than the scorecards will. Swollen around the eyes, red marks on the cheeks. Meanwhile, Pacquiao looks like he's been through a hard spar, not a war. Then the bell rings and the arena already knows the answer. Or thinks it does. Scorecards: 115-113 Bradley, 115-113 Bradley. Split decision. The boos drown everything. Commentators stare at each other in disbelief. Around the world, people use one word: robbery. This wasn't just a loss. It was the first time fans felt like the sport itself turned on Pacquiao. He did enough, and it still didn't matter on paper. But if you think getting robbed is bad, what happened 6 months later wasn't even about scorecards. It was about whether Manny would even get up. December 8th, 2012. Same arena, different energy. Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez already fought 3 times. 3 arguments. 3 nights of who really won. This 4th fight was supposed to end the debate for good. From the start, it was pure chaos. Marquez drops Pacquiao. Pacquiao storms back and drops Marquez. Every exchange feels like it could end the whole rivalry in one clean shot. By the 6th round, it looks like Pacquiao is figuring it out. Walking Marquez down, landing combinations, cutting off the ring. The momentum is swinging his way. The crowd can smell a finish. Then with 1 second left in the round, everything shuts off. Pacquiao lunges in, trying to close the show. Marquez doesn't back up. He waits, shifts his weight, and sends a perfect overhand right straight into Pacquiao's face. Then gravity finishes the job. Face down, arms tucked, completely still. No count, no comeback. That image becomes one of the most replayed knockouts in boxing history. For the first time, people don't just see Manny as beatable. They see him as off, out cold, vulnerable in a way they never imagined. Look closer. Marquez didn't get lucky. He steps slightly back, sets his feet, and fires as Pacquiao's weight comes crashing forward. It's timing, film study, and patience turning a desperate counter into a career-defining shot. For a lot of fans, that was his worst night ever. But the sport wasn't done with him yet. If that was the most violent ending, the next one hurt in a quieter way. Because this time, the whole world was watching, and Manny never even got close. May 2nd, 2015. The so-called fight of the century, Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. Years of delays, failed negotiations, trash talk, and excuses finally collapse into one night. This should have been the perfect clash, the relentless southpaw wrecking ball against the defensive genius. But time changed the script. Both are older now, less explosive, smarter, and that favors one man more than the other. From round one, Mayweather wrote his own kind of story. Jab, step back, clinch, shoulder roll, straight right, reset. He wasn't there for the wild exchanges. He won't give Pacquiao the chaos he thrives in. Watch here. Pacquiao tries to explode with a three-punch combo. Mayweather turns his left shoulder, catches the straight left on the glove and shoulder, then slides out to his right. That half step kills the whole attack. Pacquiao has moments, especially in the 4th and 6th. He backs Mayweather to the ropes, lands a left hand that wakes up the arena and lets his hands go. For a few seconds, it feels like the old storm might break through. But every time the crowd starts to believe, Mayweather shuts the door. Clinch, jab, footwork, just enough offense, maximum control. By the end, the numbers tell the story. Mayweather lands more at a higher percentage. Pacquiao throws, but he's mostly hitting air and arms. Unanimous decision, Floyd Mayweather Jr. No controversy this time, just a quiet realization. The fight that was supposed to define an era arrived too late to give Pacquiao a fair shot at being the clear one. If Bradley took a win and Marquez took his aura, Mayweather took the crown that could have settled the pound-for-pound argument forever. But somehow, that still wasn't the hardest truth he'd have to swallow, because the last opponent on this list wasn't a judge, a rival, or a counterpuncher. It was time itself. August 21st, 2021. Manny Pacquiao is 42 years old and steps in on short notice against Yordenis Ugas after Errol Spence Jr. pulls out. On paper, it feels like fate is giving him one more chance. Another name, another belt, another night to show he's different. The first couple of rounds look familiar enough. Pacquiao bouncing on his toes, darting in, letting quick combos fly. It's not prime Manny, but the shape is there. But pay attention to the gaps. The legs are a half step slower. The in and out isn't as sharp. Ugas starts threading counters over the top, stabbing jabs to the body, and timing straight rights as Pacman comes in. Here's the difference. Young Pacquiao steps in, fires, and is gone before the counter. This Pacquiao throws, hangs a fraction too long in range, and Ugas punishes him over and over. Round after round, Ugas doesn't try to overwhelm him. He just out-times him. Jab to the body, right hand upstairs, high guard, then quick fire back when Manny's combinations fall short. No knockdowns, no viral KO, just a slow erosion of a legend's timing, reflexes, and legs. Pacquiao keeps trying to flip the script. He bites down, throws more, chases the exchanges, but the gap won't close. The ring suddenly looks huge, and the target looks small. Unanimous decision. Yordenis Ugas. There are no boos like Bradley, no shock like Marquez, no massive global argument like Mayweather. Just a long exhale from fans who realize what they're really watching. The end. So what was Manny Pacquiao's worst night ever? The Bradley robbery where he did enough and still walked out empty-handed? The Marquez nightmare where one punch turned a charging icon into a still image on the canvas? The Mayweather super fight where the biggest stage in boxing gave him 12 rounds and almost no way in? Or the Ugas fight where his body finally betrayed the will that carried him for 2 decades? Bradley took his faith in the system. Marquez took his invincibility. Mayweather took the pound-for-pound crown. Ugas took the illusion that he could outrun time. But here's the truth that makes Manny different. He didn't have those nights because he avoided risk. He had them because he chased every challenge, every rival, every belt, even when the odds, the judges, or the years weren't on his side. Most fighters never get big enough to have one night like these. Pacquiao had 4 and kept coming back. The bell might have sounded on these chapters, but the stories don't end here. Like, comment, and subscribe to return ringside for the next chapter in the knockout realm.